Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are diving into one of the most profound works ever written in philosophy, Nicomachean Ethics by Aristotle. Written over 2000 years ago, this book lays the foundation for understanding what it means to live a good and meaningful life. Aristotle does not just talk about ethics, he offers a guide to achieving happiness and fulfillment by living virtuously. Whether you are looking to prove or improve yourself, make better choices, or live a life of purpose, this book has wisdom that is still incredibly relevant today. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you will understand the key principles of Aristotle's philosophy and how you can apply them to your own life. Aristotle's core idea is Nicomachean ethics is that the goal of life is to achieve Eudaimonia, which translates to happiness, flourishing, or living well. But here is the twist, it is not just about feeling pleasure or accumulating wealth. Aristotle believed that true happiness comes from living a life of virtue. In his view, happiness is a byproduct of living in accordance with reason and developing our best qualities as human beings. This means pursuing excellence in everything we do, whether it is in our personal lives, careers, or relationships. Next, we come to Aristotle's famous idea of the golden mean. Aristotle argues that virtue lies in the balance between extremes. For example, courage is a virtue, but if you have too little of it, you are cowardly, and if you have too much, you are reckless. In any action or emotion, finding the balance between deficiency and excess leads to virtue. Think of it like a tightrope walk. Finding harmony in our actions creates moral excellence, whether it is courage, generosity, or honesty. Aristotle teaches us to avoid the extreme and aim for the balanced virtuous path. Aristotle teaches us that virtue is not something you are born with. It is something you develop through practice. It is about creating good habits that become part of your character. He believed that we become virtuous by repeatedly choosing the right actions and making good decisions consistently. For example, if you want to become more generous, you don't just think about generosity, you practice it day by day. The more you act with virtue, the more virtuous you become. This is the essence of ethos, character developments over time. Aristotle believed that humans are unique because of our ability to reason. Our capacity for rational thought is what sets us apart from animals and gives us the ability to live virtuously. To live ethically, we must align our actions with reasons. This means understanding what is good and right and using our rational minds to guide us toward those choices. In every decision, Aristotle encourages us to ask what is the most reasonable, virtuous thing to do here. Living well is about harmonizing your life with reason, not just reacting impulsively. One of the most beautiful aspects of Nicomachean ethics is Aristotle's exploration of friendship. He argues that friendship is essential to living a good life. Aristotle divides friendship into three types: friendship of utility, friendship of pleasure, and friendship of virtue. Of these, the highest form of friendship is based on virtue, where both individuals wish the best for each other for the sake of the other's good, not for the personal gain. True friends, according to Aristotle, are like partners in a moral journey. They help each other grow in virtue and live a better life. While Aristotle believed that virtue is the primary source of happiness, he also acknowledged that external goods such as wealth, health, and good fortune can play a role. However, they are not enough on their own. You can live a flourishing life without virtue, but having external goods certainly helps. It's not about accumulating wealth for the sake of it, but about using external goods wisely to support your pursuit of virtue and happiness. Aristotle points material success should be a means, not an end. One key concept Aristotle focuses on its phronesis or practical wisdom. This is the ability to make good decisions in the context of real life situations. Unlike theoretical wisdom, Sophia, which deals with universal truth, practical wisdom is about knowing how to act rightly in specific situations. For example, for Aristotle, phronesis is what helps apply our knowledge of virtue to everyday life. It is the practical application of reason and experience in a real world scenario. Having practical wisdom means being able to navigate complex moral situations and make choices that align with virtue and that lead to flourishing. So, there you have it, the key principles of Nicomachean Ethics by Aristotle. This book is all about living a good life through virtue, reason, and practical wisdom. The ultimate goal, Eudaimonia, flourishing and true happiness that comes from living a abundance with your highest self. What part of Aristotle philosophy resonated with you the most? Do you agree that happiness comes from living virtuously? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more philosophical insights, and share this with someone who could use a little ethical guidance. Until next time, remember, a good life is one that's lived with purpose, virtue, and wisdom.